So the passage that I love the most and that has been quoted the most, I think, from you, is our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And for a while, that was going around the internet, and everybody was saying that it was Nelson Mandela.
Right.
And the moment I was crazy saying to people, that is not Nelson Mandela, that is Marianne Williamson. It's on page 190 in the book.
Yeah,
Yes.
you called me. It's
Yes.
an odd urban myth, and I have no idea where it came from.
So when you wrote that, that came from what part of yourself that you knew that?
Well, remember, this book is a reflection on the principles in the Course in Miracles, so I can't take credit for what excites people about this book or what excites people about that. That we are more afraid of our light than our darkness didn't come from me. That's from A Course in Miracles, and that's what I was talking about, that we have more fear of how powerful and light we are. And part of that is this fear that we might offend somebody else, that somehow if I have, that you have less, rather than realizing that if I'm living in the light of my own true being, it actually subconsciously liberates you to live from the light of your true being. You know, because there aren't just like, the Course in Miracles talks about how what's true in the material world is the exact opposite of what's true in the spiritual world. So in the material world, there are only so many pieces of the pie. If I have a piece of the pie, you have less.
Right.
But in the spiritual world, the more I'm able to actualize, and that's what enlightenment is, it's self-actualization, actualizing the love that is in our hearts. The more I self-actualize, to look at your career as such an example, as you actualize the resonance, it's a field of possibility for others.
And that is true for every person.
Every person.
Not just people who have television platforms, but for everybody who has their own arena, whatever
every
that
life
is.
is a platform.
Sometimes, love that.
When people
Tweet,
say,
tweet.
I need a platform.
Yes.
You have a body, you have a mind.
Every life is a platform.
Yeah, and we're
good.
waiting to be stars, like there's a spotlight that's going to shine on us, rather than...
I was just going to read that passage. Hello. Page 191 again. I think this may even be more relevant today than it was 20 years ago. The reason so many of us are obsessed with becoming stars is because we're not yet starring in our own lives. The cosmic spotlight isn't pointed at you, it radiates from within you. Oh my God, is that a message we all need to hear?
That's what the Course is about. It's about if you come from a give mentality rather than a get mentality, because on a spiritual level, what you give is what you get, then a mentality of inspiration and giving is actually more powerful than getting. Like a lot of this talk about, if you think it, you can get it. The difference between magic and miracles is magic is when you use your mind to tell the universe what you want. Miracles is when you ask the universe what it wants and how you could serve it.
Wow.
Which...
That's a tweet.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's a tweet.
That's great.
Yeah.